Continuing my Wii affair, we are looking at Mario Kart Wii for the Nintendo Wii. Released in 2008, right around the time when the Wii motion control fad was reaching its climax. Chances are, if you owned a Wii, you probably had this game, for it sold like hotcakes the year it released. And it came with the Wii wheel and later bundled in consoles too. Unfortunately, I do not have the wheel, so you won't be seeing it here. And although people may disagree with me, this is my least favorite Mario Kart entry. The game follows the classic Mario Kart mantra of having a number of tracks, both new and from past games from various locations in the Mario universe. And you have the ability to play as 26 characters in total, but you only start with 12. You unlock the other characters by doing certain challenges, all of which can easily be found online. Although I did not unlock them, you can also play as your Mii character. Remember those f***ing things? All characters are divided into different weight classes that restricts them to what kind of vehicle you can drive. And this entry is the first in the series to include bikes, which I usually use bikes in Mario Kart 8 and World, but in Mario Kart Wii they are really floaty. That, and when you hit the side of a track, your vehicle comes to a dead stop, whereas in the modern ones you kind of just bounce off, so that took some time to get used to. In other words, I lost a lot. Speaking of losing a lot, you know how people will always say in Mario Kart games you go from first to last and last to first in a blink of an eye? Yeah, that rings true here. For some reason, the bots in this game all form into this one giant blob, and when you get hit by a red or, God forbid, a blue shell, say goodbye to your commanding lead, buddy, because you're now in 8th place or worse. But when you are in dead last, pray to God you get a bullet bill power-up, because that more often than not will get you at least to 4th place. And yes, the lower rank you are, the better power-ups you will get. So not much has changed in this series in that respect. This is one of the few games on the Wii that supports all of the controls you can imagine for the system. You can use the Wii Wheel, Wiimote with Nunchuck, GameCube controller, and the Wii Classic Controller Pro, which is how I'm playing the game. I did not get any footage of me doing any tricks because I forgot you can even do them in the first place. And in this game, the control layout doesn't even show it. I had to go to the game's Bible, also known as the manual, to find out you hit anywhere on the D-pad to do a trick while jumping, which I believe gives you a slight boost like in the current games. As in the games before this, you can drift to also get boosts as well. The longer you drift, the better the boost. That allows idiots like me who want to quote-unquote thread the needle, which if you told anyone you thread the needle in Mario Kart Wii, they would call the cops on you, put you in a padded cell probably. So keep that between us, alright dudes? The game looks fairly well for a Wii entry, runs in proper widescreen, sounds about what you would expect, but this can be said about the entire game. Going back to me saying this was my least favorite Mario Kart entry, I think this game is the blandest Mario Kart to date. Even when it was new, I thought it was bland. I remember being unimpressed and wanting to just play Double Dash instead. Now that doesn't mean I hate it. I played this game a lot because that's what you did when you had a Wii, but it wasn't as spectacular as Double Dash or even 8. My small brain that runs on carbonated beverage can't put it... My small brain that runs on carbonated beverages can't put it properly into words, but the game just feels corporate as all hell. Like, this entry was just a checkbox of what games they needed to have out, instead of them hunkering down and creating something with at least a gimmick more worthwhile than motion controls. I don't know, I could be tripping, but that does not mean there isn't fun to be had here. The tracks are excellent. On top of that, there are a total of 32 playable tracks, which 16 are new and 16 are old tracks just touched up. Mario Kart Wii is not a complex game, and it does not need to be. The Wii console trying to be as accessible to everyone as it was during that time, it makes sense on why the game felt so bland to me when it released. That being said, it is still a rock-solid entry into the series that I am sure has its longtime fans. My two favorites in the series are still Double Dash and 8 on the Wii U, but if someone offered me to hang out, drink some beer, and play some Mario Kart Wii, I'd be up for it without hesitation. I just hope to God the Wiimotes are strapped to our wrists, or else someone's expensive flat screen is getting shattered when we inevitably switch over to Wii Sports Bowling. I mean, dude, we really didn't know how good we had it back in the early Wii days.